Hello, happy week 6. Was gonna do my video at work where I had my notes and better lighting, better area, but my phone died. So after watching this TED Talk, well, first the title of like argument and stuff, I was like, I come from a very argumentative family, so I was pretty interested to listen. But the difference between how I was raised versus what he was kind of explaining is that, like, growing up, my dad was like, he loves to argue, and he's always right. Like, and even if we would ask questions like, no, like, I'm right, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but it's like, it's because, do you really know? You know, like, is it a solid, do you have evidence to back it up? And oftentimes it wasn't, and so I find myself at like work, and I mean, even with my parents, mostly my dad, now it's like, oh, if he does bring up a subject that might be an argumentative subject, if I'm ignorant about it, I want to know. I'm going to ask the questions. I'm going to ask, what are the facts? What is the proof to this? Is it a strong argument? Is it a weak argument? I mean, even like what he said, when you lose, are you really losing? Because you're also learning. So that's, learning to me is not a loss. You're gaining. So at work, sometimes it doesn't go smooth because people think that, like, she's back talking or she's this, like, why is she questioning me? But that's another thing I was taught growing up, like, question everything, like, question people. And some people might think it's a way to argue, but a lot of times it's to learn. And people who think it's a way to argue are like, they're being like that. I feel like they're not confident in what they're arguing about, or they don't know enough information, or they really don't know the facts. It's just their opinion and they want to be right. So I feel like his TED Talk was really short, and it kind of just said the same thing. It didn't really go off of like having like academic arguments and stuff, but I thought it was interesting because people do think, oh, like, you lost the argument, and really it's like, no, like, I learned. I mean, sometimes it's not like that every time, but sometimes it is. A lot of times I learn from stuff, and people are like, oh my gosh, that's like, you should be embarrassed, but I'm not embarrassed. I'm learning, and I will admit if I'm ignorant to a certain subject and be willing to learn rather than be like, yeah, you're probably right, without following through with anything. But that's really all I have. I wasn't really prepared this week. It had a long Thanksgiving week, so hopefully I can get, next week I'll be better mood and better outlook on life. I hope you guys have a good 6th week. We're almost to the end, and then we start spring, so have a good week, guys.